Geese. Don't really need to explain that, do I? Probably the worst of all the animals, I'd say. Leery, but unjustifiably leery. I don't really believe a goose could handle itself, but it fronts it all the time. Like a swan, we know, can break your arm. And geese are just like the people who hang out with the bigger kids. Just go up to going, yeah, and you know you could punch it, but it's a goose.
We have a clip, actually,
oh, God.
of a man in a canoe enjoying a beautiful day's canoeing.
I rest my case.
Yeah. I don't know what your antipathy to geese is. I mean, foie gras.
What did you just say to me?
Foie gras.
Huh?
Oh, foie gras.
I thought you said something else.
Yeah, I thought...
What time does this show go out?
I mean, geese are not all bad.
Are you talking about eating geese, in terms of, like...
Oh, goose is good.
Yeah, but, like, Heston, you could probably make something that tastes like a goose. That isn't a goose. Put some paprika in a duck.
We did this Christmas show where we took a goose and decided to feed it a Christmas tree.
Well, not a whole Christmas tree.
No, it was pine essential oil, and we.
Is that why they swim like that? The Christmas tree formation.
Yeah.
You fed it Christmas tree. Wow.
We made this feed that we thought, if we thought it was nice, and then the geese ate it, then it'd be really nice to eat. So we did it for about 2 months before they killed the goose.
How'd you kill it? Did it choke on a bauble?
No, I didn't have anything to do with that, but I had to go and choose the goose and I had to go into this pen, and this flipping thing went for me all the time, and it hissed, and its neck went forward. And it's...
What you needed one of these. Honestly, I can hear them hitting the window at the back of the building. What's amazing about this, though, is if you hear goose fly over, they all have a great variety of sounds. It's an amazing... I've tried to recreate this for people who don't live in goose country. Anyone switches on there, they'll think this is Tubular Bells live. Well, one of my problems with geese, which I will bet, is they nearly killed Rod Stewart. Are you aware of this?
No.
This is quite a big news story. Anyone?
Are you thinking about Rod Hull?
No. No, not him.
No.
There is. Look, Rod cheats death in jet terror. So you see that headline, you think, I wonder what happened. And then it says, star tells of fear as goose hits engine. I once went to an audience with Rod Stewart. And, you know, they used to have all the questions set up in advance. And he said, no, I just want to do it spontaneously. And I don't want the celebrities at the front, I want them way at the back. I just want the public, I want real questions. So we did a couple of songs, brilliant. He said to this guy in the front row, got a question? The guy said, yeah, why don't you make good albums like you used to in the 70s? You know they have teeth as well.
Where?
They have teeth not only in their beak, but also on their tongue.
Oh, I hate them so much.
Get a look at
Oh, my God. Right, I've won the round. There's no way I've not won. Look at that. Also, if you ever feed bread to ducks, a goose always comes along and bullies everyone. Just bullies everyone. Bullies everyone, everyone's got to step back, the goose is gobbling it all. That's how it eats. Who eats like that? Just vibrating their whole head. All the way down the neck. And walks away thinking, nailed that, everyone thinks I'm cool. No one thinks you're cool, goose.
Anyway, with geese, they are nasty little things, but the fact that they have all these magical things which allows them to fly in a V formation, I'll forgive them almost anything. for that.
The Nazis were organised.
Look, it's too late to change your choice now.
The shot put.
I realise now I actually misread your choice. You can't not like the shot put, can you?
Oh, I can. Who here is a fan of the shot put? One guy. And he's a liar. Right, here's the problem. At the Olympics, everyone does their stuff and it's amazing, and you're seeing people doing things, you go, I couldn't do that, it looks incredible. The shot put, it just looks rubbish. They throw it, and literally he's here, and he throws it, and it lands there. And I know it's heavy, but I've never held a shot put, so I don't know how heavy it actually is. So I don't know context for it. So all I'm doing on TV is watching someone throw a ball a little way. That is it.
There's a certain method, though. You have to hold it tight to your chin and straighten the arm.
Yeah, you've got to do that.
Yeah.
How's that fun?
The Berlin 1938 Olympics got a big cheer every time. Let's have a look. This is a shot putter called Layla Rajabi. I think she's the one on the right. But you have to admire the amount of effort, surely, that's going into that.
I'm sure as an Olympian or as a shot putter, it is very hard and you've got to train a long time for it.
Yes.
But as a spectator, no one is watching that going, nearly as good as that last time the man threw the ball a little way.
On the subject of the weight, for a man, the shot put is 7.2k, which is, you'll like this, it's the size of an average-sized dax hunt.
Now, that sounds much more enjoyable.
Instantly a better sport.
Yeah. Throw it into a big hot dog roll. And the female one is 4 kilograms, which is the equivalent to the average weight of a domestic cat.
I like
A domestic cat would work better in the hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had the room, of course.
Yeah.
What I wish we had, of course, was what would be ideal is if we had some fabulous shot putter to come on. Say, the only British woman to have ever won an international shot put medal. Someone like Sophie McKenna. Here she is, Sophie McKenna. This is James.
Hello, Sophie McKenna.
Hi, James. Nice to meet you.
What we thought is the best way to settle this is that if you and Sophie have a contest.
Right, are there?
You're all right with a big lead weight flying over. Now, what we are going to do, we're going to use a tangerine, a small tangerine. Are you all right with chucking a tangerine?
Of course, yeah. Give it a go.
Hold on. I have I'm going to let you choose your weapons. What we need is we need a shot circle to, you know, the thing that they swing about. Here it comes.
I mean, I'm just afraid to go anywhere near because I feel I've made her angry.
So if anyone can catch the tangerine, they'll get a special prize. Would you like to choose your...
You first.
Use your tangerine? Oh, come on. Weighing them. Yeah, straight in, Sophie.
Have I got to do the...
Do you want a bit of advice from Sophie before
Yeah,
you
give me
do...
a point or so.
Are you right-handed?
Yep.
Yeah, OK, so put your left foot against the stopboard like that.
Yeah.
And then stand your right foot astride, bring it forward a little bit, so to mine, yeah. And then tangerine, tighten your neck.
There.
And then, yeah, bend your right knee and bring your shoulders back to me. No, like... this. Face this way. And your head this way as well.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, turn and throw.
Here we go,
Like
here we
that.
go. And then up there, get ready to catch.
OK. Ready?
Whoa!
Right.
You must be this
That was
great.
pretty good.
Second step.
Well, who did that land next to? Yes, this lady. So, right, so you're the official marker. Thank you so much. So it's over to Sophie.
I feel a bit pressured now.
Has it actually landed yet? I'm hoping you two can shake hands and agree to differ on this one. And what about a massive hand for Sophie McKenna?
Cheers, Sophie. Thanks a lot.
What is upsetting Romesh?
New Year's Eve. I think it's such an unacceptable day of the year. You know, the fact that you're sort of put under pressure to celebrate it. You know, everyone's sort of geeing up, what are you doing for New Year's Eve? What are you doing for New Year's Eve? And the thing is, it's the wrong time of the year. I know it's supposed to be at the end of the year, and that's OK, but it's just after Christmas. And then people are saying, when do you want to... What are we doing? Where are we meeting up? Well, I've literally spent Christmas period seeing you. Why would I want to see you again so soon after? It needs to be in the middle, like June, July, so we get a 6-month break. Not we're all hanging out, and then a few days later, here we are again. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? And then it's just sort of the whole thing about the whole idea of New Year's Eve, people getting ready with resolutions and stuff. I find resolutions, they should be banned. Because, like, my mum's New Year's resolution was to see me more. No, thank you. It's in complete and direct opposition to what I want to do now.
Here's two men who have I think, changed New Year's Eve forever. Their names are Richard Sclafani and Peter Cicero, and they invented those glasses with the year on. They started them in 1991, and the last ones they made was 2009. Can I say, every time I look at this picture, it winds me up that they're not in chronological order.
That looks like Biggins on the right-hand side.
Well, everyone in ridiculous glasses looks like Biggins. They're very unflattering, 1991, as well. They make you look like you haven't slept for a week.
Yeah.
This is what I wear on New Year's Eve.
I don't know why that's funny.
I'm glad you thought it was funny. I got nothing from the crowd.
My two favourite types of New Year's Eve are either end of the spectrum, either very, very drunk and debauched, or at home and in bed by 10 o'clock. Those are the only two that I can do. I think Jules Holland has revolutionised New Year, because actually there's some decent telly to watch.
Certainly got me out the house.
The other issue I've got, it's my mother-in-law's birthday.
Oh, dear.
That's New Year's Eve, so that's sort of a double whammy of misery, isn't it? My old red wine teeth is definitely going to be over. You know what
I mean, you seem like a young person. Why do you have sort of your mother-in-law over for New Year's Eve?
Because it's her birthday.
Oh. Surely, I mean, I've not met her, but she must have the odd friend, I would have thought.
She has got many odd friends, but unfortunately we have to do this family thing. Because that's the problem, isn't it? It's because it's on New Year's Eve, it's got to be...
You can't just tell them not to come.
My marriage is...
I'm awfully sorry you can't come to our house. Sadly, I don't know, one of the pets died or something. Why do you... I don't understand.
Well, the problem is that
your mum and your aunt
with
New Year's Eve.
It is a good plan, but we don't have any pets, so I'd have to buy an animal just to kill it. To make that excuse work, which I'm just not willing to do.
You could buy a dead animal.
Yeah, that's true.
Butchers, the butchers.
That's true, yeah. Wow, so the
November,
chicken died and then you defeathered it and prepared it for cooking. All right, interesting.
Why can't they come round on New Year's Day? I mean, why must you have your family there that evening? I don't know.
Because...
He's grilling you in the dark.
Yeah, he's grilling me as if I'm the only one that's ever done this. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, I must say, I've never had your auntie over.
No.
Will I Am is my problem. First of all, I think it's obvious he's nicked my look. I used to like him when he was in, like, the Black Eyed Peas, but, I mean, I think my biggest issue is him being a judge on The Voice. It's very easy to be a judge on those talent shows because what you're supposed to do is you go, I thought that was fantastic, and then the audience go nuts, so you go, I thought that was disappointing, and then they go, but what he does is, I thought that was like a unicorn dressed in a tiara just sort of sashaying across my living room floor.
Can I say, by the way,
Yeah.
before you go any further, that we on the BBC believe The Voice is a spent force, and the sooner it's put out of its misery, the better.
I also find the way that he dresses unacceptable because it's not a stage outfit. That is how he dresses. So it's not like a costume. That's how he goes to the shops. And I think what you're doing is you're encouraging normal people to dress like that, and people are going to get beaten up, you know, because they think it's OK to wear jodhpurs and, like, a bow tie above your right eyebrow, and you do that, you get beaten up. And then Will.i.am's like, well, nobody bothers me about it.
What are you talking about?
And do you know Will.i.am?
He's a rapper. He was in the a group called the Black Eyed Peas. He's an entrepreneur.
Right.
He's an entrepreneur and he's a judge on The Voice.
You're not on your own, Robert. This is a clip from American news.
Just kind of giving you a little bit of what you see here. That's Wyclef Jean giving an interview. He is one of the many surrogates, you could say. Sorry? Wale, excuse me, Wale. Got my artist.
Is it the right thing to correct him while he's still on? Like, do you know what I mean?
I think so.
Is it?
I think the longer that mistake is allowed to live,
Because I wonder...
the more damage it does.
I wonder if you just sort of go, it's Wyclef Jean, and then pan back. Just people go, maybe that was Wyclef Jean. Do you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah. My favourite fact about him is he's got a cousin that lives in West Yorkshire. I love that.
Yeah.
He's called Will.i Eckerslike.
Do you know, you almost licked your lips before you delivered that punchline.
I couldn't wait to get to the punchline. It's as simple as that. But he's regarded as an extremely talented and successful artist, Robert.
By Will.i.am.
Particularly. Well, here's a picture of him at the O2. Get this for her. Can I say, one of my horrors as a child was that an armchair might stand up. And that looks as if what has happened there. You could have been sitting in that when it straightened.
He did a really patronising anti-Trump song as well. He was dressed up as Trump, and he was sort of trying to have a go at the fact that Trump was quite sexist, etc. The lyrics were so ridiculous. It was like he got a 4-year-old to put together a feminist agenda. Do you know what I mean? It was insane.
We have a clip of the Trump thing you're talking about. Here he is.
I'm president, I won't be like Obama. If anyone talks about me, Obama, I'm grabbing that like there's no tomorrow. And if we have problems with Russia, I'm home. What you gonna do about Al-Qaeda and ISIS? What you gonna do about Syrian crisis? What you gonna do when you step in the door with the rich stay richer and the poor stay poor? No! Ah, shut up, girl. It ain't about you, girl. It's all about me, girl. Don't you see my name on the building, girl? And when I'm president, I'ma own the world. I'm a star.
Wow. I'd have voted for Trump.
I mean, I reckon that's why he won.
Before we finish
That is the worst thing I've seen. Put it in Room 101.
Well, I might do in a minute. Before we move on, can I just show you my favourite ever Will.i.am lookalike? OK, what's winding up Josh?
So this is people being rude about Paul McCartney. Top of the list, your production team, seemingly, with that picture.
Yeah. It looks like there should be a dog's tail above that mouth.
Anybody else feel sick now?
Yeah, I feel quite strongly about this. It seems to have been a thing that's kind of happened in the last decade, that being half of the greatest songwriting partnership of all time, changing the face of popular music, changing the face of society, doesn't deem respect if you're a bit of a square 74-year-old. Like, he's 74. We're lucky he's not doing an advert for walk-in baths.
Do you listen to his more recent solo albums?
No, of course not.
Hold it. Is this a person being rude about Paul McCartney?
Right, I thought this might happen. I've made a list of the pros and cons of Paul McCartney.
Wow.
OK, so this is basically how the argument goes. So the pros, he was responsible for changing popular music forever. He wrote Hey Jude. He invented the concept album. He produced the greatest Glastonbury headline set ever while in his 60s. He wrote Blackbird. The frog chorus was quite good. He took... He took a decade of public abuse. He headlined Live Aid. He made it OK to be a vegetarian. He wrote Helter Skelter, Fall on the Hill, Paperback Writer, Michelle, Eleanor Rigby, For No One, and Let It Be. Cons, he dyes his hair. I think Paul McCartney has achieved so much at such a young age that he should have a free pass to do whatever he wants. Isambard Kingdom Brunel, when he was old, no one was going, yeah, but what bridges has he built recently? You know, Alexander Fleming, no one said, but what did he follow penicillin with? Abraham Lincoln, no one said, what did he do good after whatever it was that he was meant to have done? And I'd say Paul McCartney is up there with the greatest people that has ever lived, and people are rude about him, and they shouldn't be.
But nobody criticises him for Eleanor Rigby or for all the early stuff. They criticise him for giving the evil eye to burgers. I mean, it's fine if he wants to be a vegetarian, just the rest of us are doing a public service by eating cows and keeping them off the road. So... think of the accidents there could be if I wasn't doing my bit, keeping the livestock back.
So you don't observe meat-free Mondays?
What is earth? I'm from Denmark, darling. What on earth is that?
This was his little blurb for it.
Please, just log in, pledge.meatfreemondays, or one word, .com. Pledge.meatfreemondays.com. 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 You can do it right now, please.
Wow! It's definitely not as good as his early work.
See, you say that's bad.
Yeah.
The first time I heard that, that was in my head for a week.
Have you met him?
No, I'd love to meet him.
I saw him at this thing, and I went over, and he went, oh, hello, Frank. And I thought, he knows my name. And then he said to his fiancée, this is a very famous British comedian, and I can't tell you how good I felt. And I was so pleased. And then someone went past with a tray of little bits of food, and I took a small burger off it and went like that, and he went... And I tried to put it back on, but they're gone. I ended up, I held... You know when you're behind the bike shed having a smoke and the teacher... I held the burger behind my back, like that, hoping that he might have forgotten about it.
Do you like his stuff? Do you like
Yeah, I mean, I loved the Beatles. We was at the NME Awards and he was there. And my partner is a massive Beatles fan, so I was like, you've got to tap him when he comes past. And he did stop and say hello, but that was about it.
I'm a bit disappointed that this has become me coming on to talk about how much I love Paul McCartney and then just hearing stories about how everyone else has met Paul McCartney.
There are some amazing Paul McCartney lookalikes around. Look at this woman.
Look at this
God bless her. Can I say God bless her? I do not mock this, this lovely old lady in a little Welsh home. But it has to be said that she does have more than a passing resemblance.
They certainly share a hairdresser, I think. That's fantastic.
And what about this woman?
That is him!
Wow!
He's allowed to relax if he wants to.
What do you Google if you want to find people who look astonishingly like Paul McCartney?
Exactly that.
Just that?
What's making Josh angry?
Right.
Oh. Bring it on. This I truly believe. I spent my teenage years teaching myself to like the taste of lager so that I could be considered one of the boys. I managed it. I've been fine with that, even though we all know none of us actually like the taste. Now they've brought along this worst drink called real ale. Have you seen... Awful, right? These people who drink real ale, they act like they're better than you, Frank. They act like they're better than you. They'll go, oh, it tastes so much, so good. No one is drinking alcohol for the taste. No, you know, otherwise you wouldn't keep drinking it. Like, I like the taste of milk. I'd stop after one glass. You don't find me at 2 a.m, 8 pints of milk down. There's got to be another dairy somewhere, hasn't there? And you go and buy it, and you have to queue behind them because they're sampling it, and then they have to kind of... Have you seen them trying to push it out of the pump? They're like... It's like they're kind of slooshing a chemical toilet. And you have to stand there, and it looks like a canal. It might as well have a shopping trolley in it. And they're acting like they're cooler than you. You're not cooler than me because you drink real ale. James Bond wouldn't be as cool if when he was in the casino. The woman came over and said, can I get another drink, 007? Yeah, just a pint of Otter's cock, please. Yeah.
That is one of my problems with it. Is it's all slightly ironic, isn't it? It's all got comedy names and people go and have a pint of needless cruelty. It's in a pub called like the Uncertain Zebra.
It's like you might as well go in and ask for a pint of mead. Like, I didn't go to the pub to drink like Henry VIII.
No, that's a good motto.
Yeah.
I remember in the 80s, the first wave of real ale. And then it was all about, you know, men in jumpers and big beards and stuff like that drinking it. Yeah. But now I think it's become quite cool, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. I live in East London, and it's full of people, you know, you'll go to the house and they'll go, do you want... I've made some homebrew, do you want it? And you go, no. Oh, I'll have the one that passed EU safety standards.
I mean, but that's like the taste of some alcohol, wonderful wines and whiskies.
Yeah, I enjoy them, but...
Is it all just about getting drunk?
Life, yes. No, it's this kind of celebration of the drink that does taste worse. It's, you know, let's be honest, it doesn't taste as good as a nice, cool, crisp lager. You go to someone's house for a home brew and, oh, we mixed it, you know, I mixed it in my bath, but don't worry, I'll wash the bath first. So that's not... I don't care. It's a bath. If you said, is this plate clean? Well, I washed it, but before that I was sat on it naked. It's a confidence. Why do you think you can make beer? Like, I can't get the, you know, the ratios of Ribena right. At least that's not going to send me blind if I get it wrong.
I love that people are trying to do the old crafts themselves. I think that's a wonderful thing to make your own beer. I don't think I've ever tried a real ale, but I think you should be applauded for giving it a go, no?
Well, come back to me when you've tried a real ale and been unable to see for 48 hours.
What about this? This is a bit of old footage from BBC Nationwide. And like, just listen out, by the way, to how much this man can drink. This takes me back.
Alan Hunter, a man who can really hold his beer, whichever way you look at it. For nearly a year now, he's been defying the laws of specific gravity. Drinking beer the right way up his form is impressive. He's capable of sinking 32 pints in an evening. The only time he's ever tasted defeat was when he was beaten by 2 seconds over a 5-pint sprint. But to be fair, on that occasion, his opponent was a horse.